Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 202nd episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, Prison Break. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle, also known as Guards the Low. He's a Philodox of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a Thurge of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name is Riley, and I am playing Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a rune of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, the Pax planned and raided a large hunting range filled with various government officials and rich influencers. After taking out several key members and causing panic across the park and hopefully across the nation, the Pax move on, now promising that they must take out a warden for the aid of one of the spirits in their last mission. They have spent 3 days traveling and trying to find a prison worthy of their efforts. After about 3 days of searching, you do find a prison that seems to fit the bill quite nicely for your spiritual task. The prison here in Texas is called New Beginnings Supermax. The prison has a work program to farm for various levels of inmates. From what you could find, low risk, big quote, prisoners are given a small amount of pay and are allowed to take regular breaks and are actually given contacts to the outside world once their sentencing is done so that they can actually better transition into a job and possibly into the agricultural field. Looking at the various news reports regarding this program, you do see that it is a predominantly white prisoner base. They have medium risks, which has fewer footprints online in terms of pictures, and they seem to have to deal with harsher conditions, where the special that you found on some newscast was how harsh but quote-unquote fair it was. They get a few connections, they have a few success stories, but looking through the program, it's pretty clear that they don't get as many. Looking through public records, it does look like there's some deaths due to heat exposure and the like, and dehydration on relatively long work days. It's relatively low, but it does seem to be acceptable for staff to let some of these prisoners die. And from the few videos you have seen, it does appear to be less white than the quote-unquote low-risk program. There are high-risk inmates here as well. They've never been shown to the news, though some stuff has leaked online, but of course it is ignored by the majority of Americans as harsh criminals get what they deserve, surely. The warden that you found is named Colin Williamson. So, what would you all like to do?
I think like any other plan to attack, we need to actually scout it out.
How would we scout out a prison? It's not quite outside or the wild that a wolf can walk in.
I mean, it's not unlikely to have a journalist go in there and try and do a piece.
I see.
Or we can just take our pal Zeb to just look across the gauntlet. Well, Zeb?
What do you want me to look for? I'm going to make myself available to you, but I would like this to be your plan.
Sure.
Of course.
Cameras, layout, not necessarily guard rotation, but that could help.
How many prisoners are in this prison?
About 1,500.
How many officers are in the prison based on the number of inmates?
The average ratio is what?
Standard schoolroom.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was...
Prisons are well funded, Sam, please.
Oh. Sorry. My bad. I forgot. Our prisons are more funded than our education system.
One prison guard for every 4 to 8 prisoners. So we'll go with the average of 6.
I mean, that also doesn't include the civilian
No.
assistants.
But that's 250 prison guards.
Okay.
The more you learn from this programming.
Though, it's likely that that's not 250 all at the same time. It's likely there's still shifts, right? I mean,
there's going to be
a third.
There's 250 on site at any given time.
Is that what it is?
And then they
Yeah,
rotate the
per-
250 out.
I would assume so because it's per inmate.
Sure, it's just when you talk about a teacher, the kids go home as well.
Yeah.
Right, but the prisoners don't.
Right, yes, no, I get that. That's my point, is that I don't know if, are those how many they hire total, or is it how many are actually there?
I think how many are actually there at any given time.
Keegan's
Okay.
looking it up. Keegan is a much braver person to enter this into their search field.
Oh, this is a supermax. So these facilities house the most dangerous inmates, even though this one has mixed company. It may have ratios of 1 armed guard for every 2 to 3 prisoners, plus additional security details. And
So call it 500.
that's something from the actual Federal Bureau of Prisons.
But now that I hear it again, Tyler, I do hear it your way as well, where it's 500 total instead of
Yeah,
500 per shift.
It is per shift is what it looks like.
Okay. I'll go
'Cause
take
if-
a look, and then you all continue to discuss.
All right, Zeb, you're going to go investigate.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it on the Umbral side, Keegan. I'll use Channel Spirit to use the power of transformation to transform myself into a Weaver Spirit,
Okay.
and I will move through the pattern web that is probably around this prison. Part of it's going to be looking for concentrations of Banes. That will matter a lot. And, depending on just how concentrated the spider silk is, etc., and what this looks like. And I'll use Channel Spirit for the other power to peek. And so occasionally I will take a look in the physical world to get an idea of what I'm looking at, depending on where I'm at. Between Zeb's own Gaia-given ability and the power of Channel Spirit, I will go and have a look. And if I think I'm in danger, I will use Umbral Camouflage to disappear, rather than getting smoked by some especially watchful spirits. But for the moment, hopefully being a little Weaver Spirit moving around, I'll be okay.
Moving through, the pattern webs here are thick. It's heavily regimented, right? The walls of the prison take shape as the pain that it causes has created enough of an umbral scape to make the prison appear in the umbra. It sits alone in the mix of grasslands of Texas. As you move through, there are Banes moving around, gnashing their teeth at some of the Weaver spirits, other rust spiders crawling every which direction. You see huge conglomerations of Banes, especially in the Supermax area, as they feed upon the misery of the people held in cells for up to 20 hours a day, most days until they are set out to work. And in those Supermax fields, the Banes concentrate there as they work 12-hour shifts, days on end, with a higher, quote-unquote, acceptable rate of loss amongst the prisoners, even if they are, as Zeb had mentioned, the worst of the worst sent to this place.
The other thing I'll look for too, Keegan, based on your description and where there's just massive concentrations of webs and Weaver energy, assuming it's places where there are a bunch of computers, whether it's an office or whatnot, and try to get an understanding of where those might be, to the equivalent of what they were describing is some kind of control center or a place where like a guard might be.
Yep, there are 3 control centers for different parts of the prison. It looks like they move the low-risk prisoners first in any kind of emergency, peeking over. Though all of them have kind of a panopticon-style prison. All the cells line the walls going up 4 or 5 stories with a central guard tower where any prison guard could look at any given time at any prisoner in the system, creating a constant, overwhelming sense of paranoia in those who are housed here.
Fantastic. All right, other than like another perimeter, I will come back to the group and cross back over in the physical world, report what I saw. So maybe the control centers are an option. There is an option too if we decided to erode places in the Umbra first to allow you to enter, but that actually would be better for your exit than your entrance. My only other piece that I would contribute to this is that Guards the Low and I will probably fight from the Umbra and handle maybe some of these Banes and other pieces while you all infiltrate and do the mission to your standard.
We go in as journalists and take it over from within and escape through the Umbra. And we go in for the low. What was it? I'm sorry, the low, the non-violent criminals. Focus on that one first. And if we can, hit the medium, the low risk, then medium risk.
If you're that terribly worried about releasing someone who has become a Fomori, just check and kill them.
Yeah.
Sounds like the best. Low risk of entrance, at least, from what Zeb describes. How would we get to the operational areas? Do we just run off from the tour? Most certainly there would be a catered, very railroaded tour, I imagine.
I am able to gain access pretty easily, like we did the last time when we try to enter the demon's place.
Okay. And I guess nothing says that if there's no observing eyes, whatever guards are with us, we could just do away with them really quick and then be about our business. But I think we can call this a plan in action.
And so, Keegan, I'll find a handful of prisoners that we can use to just kind of name, hey, we're journalists with X group, doesn't matter what group it is. We just wanted to talk to prisoner and whatever their name is and gain access that way.
Okay, that will require a manipulation subterfuge, because he's lying.
Alrighty. And then everyone has fake IDs, right?
They do, from the time you're all fake people.
Standard diff?
Yeah, standard diff.
Okay.
Alright, they agree to let you guys in.
Do we have, like, a security escort of some kind?
Oh, yes.
How many?
You are escorted by, how many are you going in as,
I believe it's the 4 of us, because Zeb and Kyle are staying in the Umbra, correct?
Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 6 then. 6 armed guards marching you over to the section as you are brought before David Erickson. He's sitting there. He seems pretty docile, head kind of bowed.
Based on the research I did, what was he in for?
Assault.
Assault on an officer or just assault?
Just assault.
Okay.
Assault on an officer automatically knocks you up to the medium group.
Hey, David.
Sir?
The name's Will. Or, sorry, the name's Bill. I came here to get your side of the story, doing a paper on, or a piece for the paper. I wanted to talk to you about what happened.
Oh, as he looks over through the door towards the guards, he's like, yep, it's exactly as the officer said. Drunk and disorderly. Threw a punch at someone I shouldn't have. We got up into the parking lot and, just arrested, brought here. Now I'm doing my time, trying to make sure that I do right and I leave with a good work so that I contribute well to society.
That seems to be a common answer. I'm wanting to try and bring truth to the story. I don't want cookie cutter answers or boilerplate answers. I mean, if you're saying this to protect yourself, that's one thing, but I really just want to try and get to the bottom of things.
Well, I don't know what else to say, sir. That is the truth of the story. I was convicted. I was brought here, and I get to work in the garden all day, which isn't too bad. I get to read books, and they're helping me get an education. So I will be a productive member of society. Yes, sir.
Can I roll for that to see if he's lying, just to confirm?
Sure, that'd be perception subterfuge, or perception.
Okay.
Yeah, Perception, empathy. I'm sorry.
Oh, perception, empathy. Okay, so that. What's the diff standard?
We're gonna go 7. So hard to tell if it's the truth or not, but he is certainly nervous. His body is rigid. His eyes constantly dart down as he speaks, and then occasionally, once again, dart to the doors, and then dart to the cameras here in the meeting room. He holds his body in a way that is trying to be comfortable because he is shackled to the chair and the table as a safety protocol. They do this with all their prisoners, regardless of what profile they are at for these kinds of meetings, just for the sake of safety, as prisons can sometimes change people to be more violent. Despite the healing nature of things, gangs have a way of creeping into even the best managed prison, as you were briefed coming in.
Okay. At this point, we can basically just jam technology, and I can activate my gift to get out of this room and start making our way to the operating center. So just say, yeah, we're done here. Sorry to waste your time, officer. And then as soon as the door opens, just do the thing.
Okay. So I got jam technology and jam weapon. I think, like, I would definitely think that using both is our prime scenario. I jam technology for the security cameras, and I jam weapon for the guards around us. And jam weapon also works on like any knives and any blunt weapons that are used as weapons as well. So, really take away their armory right then and there. But it's kind of like, do I have time to jam technology and jam weapon at the same time? Like, bleh.
Doesn't jam technology work on guns if you hit a high enough threshold difficulty?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Guns are diff 8.
yeah, guns are diff 8. But let's see, jam technology. And jam weapon is just a willpower. It's just a willpower roll. Whereas jam technology is a manipulation crafts roll.
Right, and we really only need the weapons done anyway, so go for
Yeah.
it. So back in character, right?
Okay.
Well, sorry I can't get your story out, David. Officer, I think we're done here.
Officer nods. They open the door for you all to be let out.
And that's when I will cast my jam weapon.
Okay. Jam weapon, I think, is based on their willpower, right?
Correct.
Okay, the highest willpower among them is 5.
Heck yes.
Alright, for 6 turns, their guns will not go off.
And I'll say to William, now!
Then I'll point to Cora. Tiny Tiffany, take him out. And then just blast through and run towards the operating center.
As they all turn, they try
Casting.
and pull their guns and click, click, click. Nothing. Alright, anyway. You're saying?
Activate intrusion.
Okay,
Once I hit the very first door.
perfect.
And that is diff 7 Gnosis roll.
Alright, Cora, how are you taking them out?
How affixed to the floor are the tables and chairs?
Oh, they're absolutely affixed to the floors. You're also in the hallway now?
Oh, am I in the hallway?
Yeah, they took you out of the room first.
I am going to grab the end of one of these guns that's not working very well and smash it into their face and then just start swinging. Because, why not? Sounds
Sure. Give me a Dex Brawl, diff 7, please, for that special maneuver.
Yeah, so like when we burst into this place, I'll totally jam their weapons too.
Alright, the controllers have a little more willpower. They have the highest willpower here is 6.
Ooh, okay. Nice. As we're bursting in, I'll
So for
kind
3
of do
turns-
a finger gun. I'm sorry.
I was saying, for 3 turns, their guns are not active.
Nice. And to make like the words for that, as we burst in, I'll do finger guns at them. I'm gonna go, drop it, coppers.
Alright.
And I will go ahead and take out a couple of the guards. Or at least disarm them.
Alrighty.
Once they're... Go ahead, Keegan.
Oh, I was just double checking. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Alright. So what are you doing, William?
I wanted to disarm the guards. I don't know. How many are there? And is 3 rounds enough for the 2 of us to disarm?
There are... there's probably in here, because it's so important. There's at least, I would say there's some 7 guards here, so you need 7 shots.
Okay. I wasn't planning on using the firearm because I couldn't bring it in.
Sure.
I just wanted to disarm them, and for the last one, since if we just want to go one person disarm round by round, just drop him with the weapon and tell everyone to get down and away from the panels.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. For each person you disarm, that will be an action, so you can spend rage to disarm multiple people in this round.
Nope. I'm perfectly fine with doing it round by round.
Okay.
Because I want that last shot to make it seem like I mean business.
Okay. So, could I get a dex brawl from both of you? Diff 7 for the disarm?
What difficulty?
7.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, I did not mean to do it that way, but it works.
Yep, William, you disarmed the first guard.
And since this is physical actions, can I spend a willpower for an auto success?
Yes.
Heck yes. So that's 7 successes.
He is disarmed. Alright, that's 1 turn. 1 drops his gun, and he comes in swinging at William.
Okay. And I am not dodging, right?
Correct. So two successes on the punch, but you do get to soak because, yeah, it's bashing damage. You take 3 points of bashing as he socks you right in the fucking kisser. The other one goes after Mark.
Ooh.
He runs up and actually he runs and jump kicks Mark and tries to kick him into one of the panels near one of the emergency alarm buttons to try and knock him into it and set the alarm off for the whole building.
All right, here's my stam.
Holy shit.
God damn.
Oh, jeez.
That guy could fucking kick. Holy shit.
Oh, man. All right. 6. All right, there's my soak.
Cool, so...
I'm hurt.
Incredible.
Holy fuck.
Incredible. So you get drop kicked, take 8 points of bashing, which means I need you to spend a point of willpower and roll willpower difficulty 8 or get knocked out.
3 successes.
So you are not unconscious, but you do get flung backwards as we return to Cora and Dimitri. As Cora drops the last guy right in the throat, picks up his gun as the 6 turns of, or no, it hasn't, does a quick click. Yep, still broken. As you hear, and all the alarms start going off wildly throughout the prison.
Regroup with Mark and William.
For sure.
As you guys start running, and you hear boots a-clacking of guards coming from every which direction. I need the lowest either manipulation stealth to make it look like you belong here, or dex stealth to dive into a small space to avoid being seen as you see a set of vending machines you might be able to squeeze behind, but that is going to be diff. Both will be set at diff 8.
I have 4.
So,
I
Dim,
have something.
do you? Okay.
Okay, so I have 4 dice, but being part of an owl pack subtracts 2 from the difficulty.
So it'd be 4 dice at diff 6.
Yes.
Are you thinking of your Nix's Bangle, Sam?
No, I am thinking of my gift, True Fear.
Ah, to make them stop and they're dead in their tracks.
And make them stop and be scared.
Isn't True Fear only used on one opponent at a time?
Oh.
Yep, it is.
It is, yeah. Damn. Yeah, I just have enemy, not enemies. It is just one. Damn. Okay, never mind then.
Alright, Dim.
And no, I know that my Nix's Bangle isn't going to work. I haven't talked to that thing in a hot minute. She's probably real mad at me.
Correct. Alright, Dim.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dexterity stealth, and I'll use a point of willpower to get the one automatic success. As
Alright.
Dimitri is just gonna pull Cora in, like, here, just suck in your belly and squeeze in through here.
So you grab, dive, as you get in there snugly. Guards run by. Back to the control room. Things are blaring. You're hearing stuff coming all over the intercom, things like that. They're all ready to go. as questions are coming through their radios, because you guys use jam weapon, not jam technology.
Right.
What would you gentlemen like to do, as Mark's got fawn legs with a fucking -5 penalty until he uses resist pain, because he got drop kicked by someone who apparently does MMA on his week every day.
Jesus.
But everyone's been disarmed at this point and away
Yes.
from the control panels. Okay.
Yeah.
I could jam technology now. You could shut off the alarm, or we could pull a Galaxy Combat and fake a scenario over the radio.
You'd have to take out the
Where-
guys who are still there.
Oh, we still do. Okay.
Yeah, they're kicking your ass.
So at this point, we can. I'm just gonna go ahead and spend rage, because this is only technically round 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to. We'll just have to take out the rest of the guards in 2 more rounds before we have firearm access. But at the same time, does everyone here have a radio?
Yes, it's a supermax prison.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. I will spend rage to pick up the slack that Mark has left me with.
Well, I'm gonna use my willpower, like a willpower, to get resist pain going, definitely.
Okay. then-
And what's gonna happen after that is I'm going to use my other action for a dodge, and then I'm gonna spend a rage to wail on the dude that just fucking drop kicked me.
Cool. Well, we'll start with William, because William has the best initiative.
Definitely.
So,
disarm 1,
succeed,
disarm 2,
success, and that one you break
and
his
I will.
arm.
Sweet. I will dodge as my last action, just
Awesome.
as a precaution.
Cool. All right, Mark.
Here's my wail.
All right, you succeed. That's all a rollover.
All right.
All right, you do good amount of damage. You beat him pretty good. They're at -2.
And that's all I can do.
Yep.
Because I spent the willpower. I still got my dodge for when he attacks, but I'm
Yep.
done.
So as you go, you start wailing on him after he's on the ground because he drop kicked you. He is going to attempt to kick you right in the nuts to try and drop you.
All right. Let's see if I can anticipate that.
All right, you successfully dodge out of the way. One of the other prison guards goes in, though, seeing you grab his buddy. He's going to try and tackle you to the ground. So you get to dodge again, but at a 1 die penalty.
Okay.
All right, you successfully dodge out of the way.
Woohoo! And
All right, and one comes up to try and punch William. All right, he hits you. He basically did a good fake out where he comes in, and as you duck the other way, he actually springs up and rockets right into your temple. And as you soak the damage, though, as your head rings a little bit, but you're still in the game.
Okay.
All right.
Are the other 2? Did they throw their weapons down to fight us?
Yeah, because they noticed the gun
Or are
stopped
they-
working.
Oh, well then at this point we don't have to disarm anybody.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, that's why I started wailing on my guy.
Got it. I will
We're gonna keep this going for one more round. What are you gonna do?
spend 2 more rage, and I'm going to pick up one of the rifles and use it as an improvised weapon to rock a couple of these guards' brains.
Okay, like a club? Cool.
Yep.
That is Dex Melee.
All right.
All right, you get a good hearty swing. That's all rollover. It is your strength plus 2 damage plus rollover. As you crack him in the skull, you hear an audible pop as he goes down unconscious, and you notice that you created enough pressure that his eye popped out, and it's just kind of hanging on the floor while he is unconscious there.
And then I have one more before, and then I'm going to... third action is dodge.
Okay. All right. I'll roll over. He gets knocked around, but he's still up. All right, Mark.
So the guy who tried to get me in the nuts, he's on the ground.
Yeah, he's on the ground.
Okay. So for my first action, we're gonna kick his head as hard as I can, and hopefully there's like a desk next to it for it to bounce off of. Then my second action is going to be going to the guy who mistackled me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't know what he's going on. He missed me. He dodged me.
He hits the console, basically holds himself up so that he's going to try and springboard off the console.
Oh, okay. Second action is like trying to catch him, like right before he does that, I guess, and just come down with a haymaker right on his head.
All right, sounds good.
Kick in there.
So kick is diff 7.
Nice. 2 successes.
All right, that's all a roll over.
Ooh.
All right, you get a good kick in him, and it does knock him out.
All right. Now we're just gonna haymaker the guy right in the face.
All right, make that roll.
Punch. Yeah. Woo.
All right, you hit him. All right, he takes 3 bashing. As you get a good punch on him, he spits some blood onto the console and gets ready to fight back. But we're going to pivot back to Cora and Dimitri real quick. As some of the guards move by, you're having to sneak through this place bit by bit as you get to kind of like a rest area. As the guards are just swarming through the hallways, trying to figure out where to go. As there's some communication coming in, as you hear them talking about the level 1 control room.
Well, Cora, what do you think? Do you think we could... I don't know what to do from here. Maybe we could escape to the Umbra. I have a few gifts that could incapacitate them at least for a little while. But I think we're separated and outnumbered.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. So we might be outnumbered, but we can still cause a huge disturbance somewhere else. And make it so that... Sorry, give me a minute. Now I have 2 options to consider because people messaged me. Well, that would be distraction. Okay, so I think our best option right now would be to create another disturbance to draw the attention away from the command center here. However, I think that we may be able to do that by stepping sideways like you suggested, and I can kind of just go ham on the walls here and try and fuck them up that way. Try and bring down the building from the Umbra, which I think might be a big old distraction.
I do also have Gift of the Termite. I could probably make use of that here as well.
What does that do?
It...
Sounds like it eats a lot of things.
Sorry, give me just a second to look up the exact wording of the gift.
You're good.
It destroys wood, paper, anything made out of wood, really.
And that would work for the stone walls and concrete walls of a Supermax prison in what regard?
Not at all.
Do you have the rust gift?
I do.
That would work with the metal.
Maybe we can help stage a breakout in another part of the prison.
Jesus.
Destroy a few of the cell doors, let some people out. Maybe we can get to the armory.
May I make a slight suggestion so you guys work in conjunction?
Yeah.
Yes.
These sorts of buildings are constructed with rebar to help fortify the walls when you construct them. And you set up like the cinder blocks and things like that.
In that case, I could use Call the Rust to weaken parts of the walls, or maybe one of the structural support pillars who can bring part of the prison down as a distraction.
Sick.
All right, Dimitri.
All right.
It's a lot of metal, though, to make it worth anything. So that's going to be a diff 9 roll, bud.
Okay. 2 successes.
As the rebar in the walls near you starts to rust, and it's starting to, the walls are still holding because there's lots of concrete now, but it has done some goodly amounts of damage to make it easier if the spiritual side also gets fucked up. Now, in the break room, you have to look at the vending machine intently. And because of how structured and everything else is, it is diff 9 to cross over.
Oh, God. All right. Fingers crossed that Dice Maiden's love shines upon me.
Well,
it does.
does. Dimitri's might not, though, because Dimitri isn't part of your pack.
I got one success.
Perfect. So you have to spend 5 minutes staring at the vending machine while Cora instantly dips in, swings past the bay potato chips, and finds herself in the Umbra. You see various banes kind of hissing along the walls and the like.
Gorgeous.
All right. What are you doing next, Cora?
So I was going to say that I would have, stepped actually sideways and not through the veil sideways, so that I'm not swinging right where Dim is gonna pop out, right?
Sure.
And just start going ham on all the walls that I can reach with my hammer.
All right. You gonna shift to Krynos for that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Spend a point of rage. All right. So you just start breaking shit. Dimitri passes over. Things are coming in through the radio. That walls are starting to come down slowly, or there's major cracks in key parts of the prison out of nowhere, which is causing panics everywhere. You guys finally take care of the guards you've taken care of. The other distraction, while we'll divert some guards from you, it did still get over the radio that there were 2 in the low priority guard tower, so some guards are still coming for you. So with all these guards taken out, what do you want to do?
Well, I kind of want to switch to Glabro so I can start healing my bruising, because I'm sitting here at a -5.
Do you want to activate jam technology first? Because there are still cameras around.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
And there are still guards coming.
Yeah. Well, let's jam technology then and hold off on the healing of myself so far. All right. Is that what we wanted to do, George?
I mean, that's fine for you. We took out, as in killed, everyone in this room, right?
Yeah, they're all knocked out currently.
Okay, that's fine then. I'm assuming they also carry zip ties or handcuffs of some sort.
Yes.
I don't think we have enough time to really tie him up.
While he's thinking, I'll cast my jam technology.
Yeah.
How big do you want me to make it?
Jam technology is 50 feet.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's kind of like, what's the difficulty because of the complexity of
cameras?
All of this.
They're less.
Yeah, like
they're less complex, so it'd be diff 5.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, that was stupid.
I want to go up on the radio and say that the 2 individuals have made their way to another block.
Well, it's everything under that, and computers, which is part of the communications stuff, is tied to the cameras.
So he just knocked it out. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Nope,
Well,
it's fine.
We could change the order and you do that, but remember, there are still cameras. There are others who can report that that's a fucking lie.
Right. Okay, well then I will just pick up a rifle, throw it to Mark, and say, get ready for a firefight.
Alright, cameras are knocked out for 10 rounds, which means you could potentially shift into Krynos and kill every guard that comes up to you.
Oh.
Before shifting back.
If I could ask, what can be accomplished from this room? Like, what does it have control over?
The doors.
Yeah, the cell doors.
I mean, that would take a lot of pressure off of you.
Yeah.
I imagine there's also still a fire alarm you could pull in that room.
You know what, Kyle? This is why you're paid the big bucks, because I completely forgot all about that stuff. Okay. Then yeah, let's do that. Let's just pull the fire alarm and open all of the doors in all of the low risk cells.
All right.
Mark will plate the firearm that was thrown at him and go, careful with this thing. Jeez, don't just throw it around.
All that happens. Then the jam technology goes off. Mark, would you like to spend a point of rage to shift into a form that allows you to heal?
Yes, I'll switch to... Well, since the cameras are down, I'll just spend a rage to switch to Krynos.
Alright, you heal 2 points of damage before the guards show in, and they start flipping the fuck out. You guys, with that, take them out pretty handily. and you're able to regenerate the rest of the damage that you have taken.
And I'll take the time to revert back to human.
Okay. Alright. You've released all the prisoners here. What is the next goal?
Well, Warden's probably in a hissy fit right now. Maybe we should go talk to him.
I think so.
Well, first, maybe we should meet up with Cora and Dimitri.
And I'll tap my ear. I don't think we need to meet up with them to get a hold of them.
Oh, right.
Because they're in another realm, it is Diff 6, Gnosis roll.
I'll make that roll. 5 successes.
Okay, and who is your earpiece connected to, Mark? I can't remember the triangulation.
I think it was connected to Cora.
Cora and me, and then also Cora.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're able to send a message, Mark.
So I'll tap it for Cora. Two-Hearts. We just did this part of the mission. We got all the prisoners out. We're gonna head to the warden's office now.
I've got to activate mine too, right?
Yes, you do. Diff 6, please. Gnosis roll.
Sick. You want me to keep bringing the walls down?
Of course. Sounds like you're having fun with that. But definitely try to meet us at the warden's office when you can. We could definitely escape from there together.
See if we can try and find our way that way.
You should probably mention you're in the Umbra.
Oh, yeah. Also, we are in the Umbra, so... already, so, why don't we meet on the other side when... outside of the prison when you guys have taken the warden's head?
Well, copy that. We'll take care of the warden, keep bringing down the house.
Sick.
See you on the other side, Cora. And I'll bip out and I'll turn to William. Well, looks like our pack mates are in the Umbra, literally tearing the house apart. They said they'd meet us outside after everything was done. Looks like it's just you and me with the warden.
Perfect. Then let's get going.
Lead the way.
As you guys start getting and running, takes about 6 of those turns that you needed, so your jam technology is basically done, Mark. As you get to the warden's office, you do hear voices on the other side, likely meaning that he does at least have several armed guards.
This is a metal door, right? Not just concrete. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a super secure, like, panic room door.
Got it. So I can't X-ray to see exact locations. All right. Can you activate your gift one more time, Mark?
Of course. And I'll spend another gnosis to... jam technology is what we're talking about, and we just go in and slaughter them?
Jam weapons.
Jam weapons.
If you jam
And I
technology,
wanna...
you can get the cameras too, and you can be in forms other than Hamid.
That's what I was suggesting.
So we can shift to Krynos, jam technology, not in that order.
Around.
Yeah, and rip the door down and go in and slaughter the guards.
All right.
Will do. And if this roll succeeds, there's a cool picture I'd like to describe.
Sure.
So pretty much look up at the nearest security camera, probably the one just above the door, and just kind of smile, and then I say the words to jam technology as I place my hand on the door, and that's the last thing he sees is my hand on the door and a smiling face at the camera.
All right. Spend. Go ahead.
Oh, and I was just gonna say, spend a rage to switch to Krynos.
All right, you guys spend a rage to shift into Krynos. The cameras are out for 8 turns. As you shift into Krynos, you rip the doors down. The 2 guards, one of them just drops his gun and completely shivers. The warden of all people gets angry and starts punching you impotently in his frenzied delirium as you kill his guards, which suggests he has a higher willpower. As you take out the guards, you knock the warden back, and you shift back into Hamid as he regains himself.
Could we have roughed him up before we changed into human form a bit, so that we're on top of him and he's on the ground or stuff like that?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Do you enjoy your job, Warden?
It is a necessary job.
That's not the question I asked you, and I'll break his pinky. Do you like your job?
It's a fine job. As he looks at you pretty defiantly.
Do you enjoy instilling fear? Do you enjoy taking the innocent from their homes and working them, and I'll break a finger, until they pass out and or die from heat exhaustion in these quote unquote gardens out back?
Son, your liberal tears can do a lot but move me even with this violence. The innocent, please. We're full of murderers, rapers, wife-beaters, and thieves here. I give them a chance to work in Eden when I know that they'll go to hell if they don't repent. Punishment for the families of the people that they hurt so that society can move forward, and you come here condemning me because I might have let them go down with the sun on their back before they fell over and died, rather than a chair riding the lightning. Go take it somewhere else, son. Maybe you can go cry to me about an abortion clinic. That's some truly innocent lives there.
And those children that you allowed to be birthed instead of aborted, those fetuses grow up to be the same people that you put in here because they're trying to get by on a living, and I'll break his wrist. And it seems to me that the only one crying some tears here is you. And I'll break his other wrist. The only chance that you give these people is a chance to make you more money.
I make money just fine. This is a state penitentiary, son. There ain't no money in this. This is just justice. Like what you think you're doing to me. 'Cause you understand that an eye for an eye is necessary. Who in here is related to you? Who'd they beat? They fucked the wrong woman? They hit the wrong man? Hell, did they try and raise their kids right? And society deemed them violent? I sympathize with you, son, but the law is the law, and punishment is punishment. And some kid cowering with a black eye, with a man in a cage who hurt him there. Sure, broken arms and all. I love my job. As he's kind of shaking with pain, but you can definitely see there's something in his eyes rattling as he's starting to come to the realization that he is dying and in excruciating pain.
I'll give you this one chance. If you can make it down the hallway and through the door before I pick up that rifle, I'll let you go. I'll give you the chance that you gave all these criminals that you call them. I'll give you a chance to make it, and I'll break his knee, and I'll even give you the same handicap as them too. So go on.
As he
make that dash to that door. I'll even give you a 10-second head start.
You fucking son of a bitch. You know it ain't the same.
Ain't it? Except that you did this slow, long, and unbearable for years to these guys. And here I am giving you the chance to make it to heaven in 10 seconds. If you can make it, that is. If you don't, you're going straight to hell where you belong.
I know where I'm going, son. I'd rather not go there right now. As he throws himself forward as you hear the kind of crack in his knee as he collapses and starts trying to crawl to the door.
I'll start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I'll start making my way over to the rifle. 6. I'll go ahead and check the barrel and snap it so that way it's loaded. What number did I stop at? Oh, right. 8. I'll make a concerted effort to make it as loud as possible as I shoulder the rifle. 9.
Crawling a little faster.
I'm feeling generous. 9.5.
He's about halfway down the hallway, crawling.
I'll pull the trigger.
As he dies, and you hear your cell phone start to go off.
I'll answer it.
Do you hear the familiar voice?
Maybe we could be friends after all. I do, in fact, like your style.
Click.
William, who was that?
I believe that was the good doctor.
Shiver will go down and up Mark's spine. Well, I think we're done here.
I think so.
Let's get out of here. Let's meet up with the rest. You scare me sometimes, William.
You've
In a
been
good
around
way.
the block. You've been around the block too many times, Mark, for me to scare you.
Yeah. Sometimes a fresh flavor of crazy brings out the feeling still.
Well,
Let's get out of here, buddy.
yeah.
As y'all flee reconvene off the prison grounds. The deed done. And now, with everything, it seems like a good time to start heading home. Sacred Stone still suffered a terrible loss. Colorado Springs is still in shambles. But we will find out how all that shakes out next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in that next episode. Bye.
Bye.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.